Okay, hopefully this one is working better. Let me know, guys, if you can hear me in the chat. Refresh the page, too. Well, good morning, everybody. Sorry about those technical issues. From time to time, if it's been a bit since I've plugged or unplugged my headset, it does weird things with the microphone. So we are going to play some Horizon Chase Turbo this morning. I have not played this as of yet, and we are playing the Switch version. Come on. You know, it doesn't help if you don't charge your Pro controller, which means I need to grab my other controller real quick. Bear with me for a second. Just a bunch of technical fun this morning, huh? So we're going to charge this up real quick. There we go. So we are actually going to use the Power A Enhanced Wireless Controller. The review for this should be up in... hopefully by Tuesday I'll have that up. I'm going to have a lot of stuff going on this week for the PlayStation Classic. Yep, I hear it. Hey, Edgar, I am doing okay. It is race day of sorts here, so we are going to kill the theme. And I do want to thank the folks who developed Horizon Chase Turbo. They did send us a review code to check out. If you have a Switch and if you want to send me a friend request, you can do so. I have the information in the more info section. Sean, I've actually got that was our theme music that I just had on rather low just for background atmosphere. So we will make changes here to the audio as we need to in the game. I actually bumped the audio up a little bit, so hopefully it'll come through more so than normally what I have like during a switch it up. Now, I have not played this game at all, so you guys are getting... this is my first reaction to any of it. Now, we did talk about Horizon Chase Turbo in this week's episode of Switch It Up. I am not excited for Smash Ultimate, Sean. I've never been a huge Smash fan. I actually don't plan on picking it up. So, looks like from the first menu, you can go to World Tour or Options. Let's see the options that we have. Language, English, units, and speeches. We'll do that. That's fine. We're gonna... oh, that's cool that you can change the controls per player. So let's see what we have here. Oh. All right, that's fine there. Music and sound volume. Awesome. Everything looks good there. So let's go into World Tour. John, how you doing? It has been a while since we've been able to catch up on a live stream. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, do me a favor. If you guys are excited for chat, for Smash, chat it up in the chat. So we're gonna start out with California. It looks like it's really neat the way they've gone with the polygon graphics in this. I know if you guys have noticed the backgrounds we've been using on a lot of our thumbnails and whatnot, we've been doing a lot of polygon stuff. So I like that. So 3 laps, 2.1 miles, and there'll be a ghost car that is unlocked. Let's check it out. So this reminds me of a Ferrari. Do they call it? No, they just call it the Cruiser. The Infinity, well, that's a Dodge Viper. And then there are other cars to unlock. Oh, you can change your colors too by pressing up. Oh, that's awesome looking. That reminds me of the old Golf paint schemes. Absolutely, Outrun is that was the game I was looking for the name of during last week's Switch It Up. I think we're going to do that one, but let's check the Viper colors. Oh, that's fugly. That's not bad either. Let's see. So that top speed 128 miles an hour, 130. Handling, that's a better handling car. Acceleration 5 seconds, 5.1 seconds to 60, 5.3. So this handles better and has better acceleration. Let's see, nitro, you get less nitro on that one. You know what? We're gonna go with the, I'm gonna call it the Ferrari. Morning, John. Glad to see you guys here. Wow, 10 people already in here. Now I really feel bad about the technical issues I was having this morning. So those of you who are not familiar with this, this is, like I say, the Power A enhanced controller. So X is turbo. L and R are your gas and brake. Oh. Hey, if you're not out of my way, you're in my way. Okay, I like the little smart aleck comment there, the see ya. Graphically, I do like this a lot. I like, if you look back in the distance, you've got the, what should be the Golden Gate Bridge. Using some turbo there. The physics seem really good on it, too. Up to 9th. 8th. Now, I have to admit, I've actually been playing a lot of NASCAR Heat 3 on the PlayStation 4. And that's got a really good dirt track option on there. Okay, I'm out of boost. Dang it. We'll check the chat after this run. I like the music on it. Let me know, too, if the audio needs to come up at all or if it's too hot. Like I said, I actually raised the volume a little bit more than normal just because I wanted you guys to be able to hear the music. That almost looks like an Audi TT right there. I don't know if you noticed the smoke that came out of the tailpipes. That's what happens when you hit the turbo and you don't have any left. Well, third in our first race, I'll be okay with that. That was actually really good. $20 right now on the Switch. For this one, Sean had asked. It's also available on the Xbox One along with the PlayStation 4. Let's see, Edgar's been fixing his Sega Saturn since he's been looking for a second console. Hopefully the Japanese Sega Saturn games are cheaper. They are. You will want to get yourself, what's it called? I've got it right here. Or do I have it right here? I do. Hang on. You want to get yourself an Action Replay, Edgar. This will allow you to play actually Japanese imports on a U.S. system, so you may not even need a Japanese system. So fast lap on that, or total time was 1:46.68, finished right behind first and second. And there you can see on the right-hand side, people I'm friends with through the Switch, their fastest times. I need to go faster, 1:46. I'm 7 seconds off a smash. That's not acceptable. 12 people in here. Thanks, everyone, for stopping by. Holy cow, a minute 4. That's flying through here. That's got to be some upgrades and whatnot to the cars. Collected 19 out of 20 tokens, 10 fuel. Let's see. John, I also recommend the Lumix G7 as a new camera for the channel. Oh, I will look into those. John, can you email me some information on those? rocksolidmail@gmail.com. Definitely something. I want to get a DSLR. So next one is Rocky Road, 3 laps at 2.4 miles. So that was that one. So this one has more boost to it. How do I add upgrades? I guess I can't. Well, we'll take the Ferrari again. I do like the fact that you can use the triggers for throttle. Kind of a 56 Chevy that started out in front of me. Ooh. Had to shove the Chevelle there. Ooh, got a little loose. Lead follower, get the heck out of the way, guys. Whoa. Who's next? What do you think, you're Bill Goldberg? So up to 12. It is one of those, too, where modulating throttle and brake, wow, went way wide on that corner. It does make a difference. It's not one of those where you can just power through the corners without letting off the gas. You really do need to drive the car. Reminds me a lot of Cruis'n USA, I'll say that. And that's a good thing. I loved those games. So we've got a 3-pack of cars coming in front of us. Now, the key to any racing game, or even like if you go go-karting and whatnot, slow in, fast out. You want to maximize the time that you are able to be at full throttle. Use a little bit of turbo there. Ooh, picked up another token. Oh! Well, that's what happens when you hit something. Oh, I'm now out of turbo boost. So I'm running 5th right now. I've got 4th in front of me. I can see him in the distance. Draw distance, everything looks really good. I do like the fact it's got the boulders and the rocks that are actually on the street surface. Gives you something to have to try to work around and avoid. I'm glad that I just picked those up because it was telling me fuel was low. Got all the tokens. That's checked there. World record, probably not. I also been looking for some Sega Dreamcast games since I have mine working finally because one Sega Dreamcast that is Sonic Adventure. Sonic Adventure is just weird that it takes so long to get into the game. There's so many cut screens and everything right at the beginning. I'm liking this so far. This is a lot of fun. Let's see. Sunset. This one looks like it's a little bit more tight and twisty. So for this one, I am going to do the Viper. Just to try something a little different. So kind of like Mario Kart, where if you hammer down too early and hit the throttle out of the gate, you will just spin the tires and not go anywhere. So, and the reason why I picked this one for this track is I thought that it would be more reliant on acceleration than overall top speed, and so far it absolutely has. So up to 13th already, even after that kind of a rough start. Ooh, got a boost. I thought I was going to be able to thread the needle there, and I wasn't. Now, I know if you guys are looking for more gameplay footage of this, make sure you check out my friend John Riggs, who actually just logged on to his Switch. I don't know if you guys saw it in the upper left-hand corner. John and his daughters played this, and you can do the online multiplayer as well. So we're running 8th right now. Not able to pick up nearly as many tokens this run. 4th, 3rd. Oh, get out of the way. Up to 2nd. Not going to win, but a good 2nd place finish. I'll take that. Oh, no. There's one more lap. I thought that was the last lap. Now, with this car here, ooh, we're lapping cars, actually. You know, I'm actually able to go WFO, or full throttle, around the corners. And I think that's the leader right in front of me. Awesome, got our first win. Let's see, Cruis'n USA. How's them driving skills? Needs to be improved a little bit. Hey, Krillin, how you doing? Hey, if it's out, get Sonic All-Star Racing. It is out, Jaden, for the Switch. This reminds me of Lotus 2. A lot of people, I've heard that comparison to Lotus 2 as well. Why can I never remember the name? Outrun for the Genesis. I have this digital and my friend. Yep, I know Reggie very well. I love it. I also have this on my cell phone. Wait, there's a cell version of this? That's awesome. I knew about the Xbox, the PS2, or PS2, dear Lord, PS4 and the Switch version. Now the Xbox and Switch versions just came out on the 28th of November. Upgrade race, let's see, I don't have enough yet, so we're going to go to Sequoia National Park. 17 people watching. Thanks for coming by and hanging out. I appreciate it. You know, we're going to go back with the Infinity again. Now, you can, in addition to using the triggers, you can also use A and B for gas and brake. A little bit too aggressive on the throttle there. 3 laps in this one. You know, I wished back when I was a kid, and those who are similar age to me may appreciate this, was having a road rally game like this that was Cannonball Run themed. On the inside, past 3 right there in that corner. Nice move, if I do say so myself. Oh, and that's what happens when you start talking smack. Am I right, Jaden? Jaden is Ginger's nephew here, and he was talking some smack over Thanksgiving about Mario Kart, and he got beat by the old guy. We'll make sure we check the chat between rounds here, too. Up to 6th, up to 5th. I do wish that you could change the view. I really like it. I don't know what you call it exactly, but I normally do like an overhead view, like a roof cam almost. I mean, graphically, this is really, really neat looking. I didn't know if I was going to like the polygon treatment, but it's pretty good. I really do like it. It is, like I mentioned, $19.99 on the Switch. It's available on the Xbox One. It's available on the PS4. And then Steam as well. I've seen it available on Steam. Oh! I looked up to see what position I was in and the map and everything and didn't see where I was going. I had second right in front of me and blew it. Ooh, just about bit the farm there, too. On the outside. Gotta go see when I see ya. But the leader was checked out, gone. Okay. Thought you would have come, joined since you finally went. I know, Corona, I appreciate that. How's your car repair thing going, by the way? Pretty much same as the PS4. I know what you mean about that game. I've asked Arc Evolved. It's good, huh? I'm going to ask you. Huh, very cool. So, oh, you can see Chit Chat Gaming up there, too. He's actually the one that turned me on to this studio and actually helped make it possible for us to get a demo version of this. So make sure if you haven't done so already, I'm going to type in the chat here. Make sure you check out Chit Chat Gaming. Make sure you check Mike's channel out. He has got a lot of really cool stuff. If you like what I do, you will like what Mike does as well. Now, I am also capturing this footage separately, too, that we'll be able to do just a separate gameplay footage and review of this as well. Let's see. If you click the thumbstick in, you can honk the horn. I will have to check that in a sec. So we have upgraded, or we've unlocked the upgrade race, Death Valley. Oh, it's an oval. So with this, we are going to take this because it's higher top speed. Yep, if you click in L1 or the L trigger, it honks the horn for you. Oh, it's a reverse oval. If you're not out of my way, you're in my way. Went way to the outside there. So this is a 6-lap race. No tokens to pick up, but there is fuel. On the inside, made it stick. Up to 8th. It almost feels like there's a little bit of steering assistance to it, too. Like, I honestly forgot to turn in on that last turn, and it started turning for me. Ah! It's my last boost I'm down to now, up to 3rd. No, I'm up to 5th. Ah, I got pushed to the outside. Wow, came to a complete stop there. All right, need to... I think that's 3rd there. It was. So you need to finish in at least 3rd to be able to unlock upgrades. That was not 2nd. That was a lapped car. The AI does not seem very smart. I'll say that. Music sounds good. What do you guys think of the music and sound effects and everything? Let's see. Krillin, car repair is going okay. I've not gotten any more money yet. Have gotten enough for, like... Here, Krillin, what I'm going to do, I'm going to make you a mod. Post the link. If you guys can help out, Krillin has a GoFundMe. Go ahead and feel free to post the link to your GoFundMe in there. If you guys can help out a fellow gamer and racer, definitely check him out. It would mean a lot to me. Last week I've been looking for Sega CD for Genesis Model 1. Edgar, email me. Let me check and see. Adrian at Live Action Games has a Model 1 and Model 2 Sega CD. They've been sitting there for a while. He might be willing to send one and ship it. So email me and I'll check with Adrian later today. CM Retro Gaming, welcome to the stream. Oh, I didn't know that this has extra content. That's awesome. Okay, so new upgrade unlocked. We can either upgrade the suspension, air intake, or exhaust. Speed and steering on the suspension, speed and nitro on air intake, or speed and acceleration on exhaust. I'm always one where I want handling, so we're going to go for the suspension upgrade. And it has upgraded all of our cars. Hey, Krillin, we got to help each other in this community, right? It's not just about me, it's about all of us. And when one of us hurts, we all hurt. So definitely feel free. Throw your link to your GoFundMe in there. It's something that will help him out greatly. So we're going to go back to Sequoia National Park and Into the Woods. It was a really, really bad movie. So let's see here. Handling and top speed is increased. I'm going to go back to this one and see what we can make happen with this. 16 people watching. I appreciate everybody coming by and hanging out. A little bit too heavy. I got to get those starts nailed down a little bit more. Woo. I like the banking in those corners. That was a neat visual there. Yeah, it does feel a little bit quicker. Ooh, nice lift. Got through, already up to 7th. I got to get the rest of those tokens. Up to 5th now. Have not used a turbo yet. Again, I got to thank the folks with Horizon Chase Turbo for sending us the demo code for this. This is really awesome. And we will do a full-blown video talking about this too, separate from the live stream. All right, we're back up into the lead. Did not get all the tokens, though. I missed some just at start-finish. Yeah, I knew that was going to happen. Get out of the way! Took a win. There is a physical copy for the PS4. See, I am hoping Limited Run Games does a physical version of this for the Switch. Uh-oh. What happened? Do we have a lockup? Thing I noticed, the Sega Dreamcast is noisy. Yes, the Dreamcast is incredibly noisy. I think it locked up on us, guys, so let's... let's check here, and we are going to close software. We'll go back in. That was odd. I've never had that happen before. Let's see, don't worry still. Oh, no worries, J-Dog. It was weird how it locked up, but it's software, it can happen. Now, we'll go back to World Tour, California. Do I have to rerun that one now? Yes, I do. It did not save it. Okay, so... Ooh, we have another car, too. I forgot about that. So, top speed, 136. So, a little bit quicker than the Viper. 5.4 seconds, 60, so does not accelerate as fast. 4.3 versus 4.6. This has more nitro, though. Let's check out the paint schemes. I kind of like the red and blue a little bit, but we're going to go back to the Viper. Yeah, it locked up, just weird. It was a Brazilian exclusive boat. Oh, there you go, dude. Like I'm saying, I'm hoping that Limited Run does a physical version of this. That'd be pretty cool. Ah. Yep, normally today I would be out at WSRC Raceway in Paxton, Illinois, racing some RC cars, but we've just had too much going on lately, and I've actually got 2 videos that I need to edit, one of which is the review of the controller I'm using right now. This is the Power A Enhanced Wireless Controller for the Switch. Oh, made it stick on the outside. Now, this controller does have... there are like 5 different color variants on it. I'm using just the basic black and red one because that's what Target had in stock when I went there. All right, up to second. There's the leader. Gotta go. See you when I see ya. I actually saved all my turbos for the last lap. Once again, took the win. I have one question. What Sega Dreamcast games do you recommend? See, that's the problem. There's not much for the Dreamcast that I really want. And I just beat Chit Chat Gaming's time. You all see that right up there? 119 versus a 122. Just throwing that out there. John, if John's still in the chat, throw out some games you'd recommend for the Dreamcast. John is a really big Sega fan. I know he would have... some good recommendations there. Collected all the tokens. Super Trophy! Get first place in all tokens and earn a Super Trophy! Can't wait to get my Pro Controller for the Switch for my dad. The Pro Controller, I mean, this is okay. I'm not using my Pro Controller right now just because I forgot to charge it. Derp. So as a backup, it's okay. I'll tell you guys right now, even before posting the review, this is pretty cheap and plasticky feeling. So we're going to go to LA. Big Orange. And by the way, Krillin, happy Hanukkah to you. I'm liking the way... Look at the Hollywood sign in the background. That was cool. Having actually been out to LA a lot. Oh. I absolutely love it out there. Oof. I am not doing well in this race. Split the middle there. Oh, this is a 5-lap race. Thank goodness. Because I was going to need some help. That white car almost reminds me of like an old Datsun. I do like how it changed from like twilight to daytime there. I'm sorry, nighttime. I wonder if Hell's Kitchen is over there somewhere. Up to 4th. Alright, all the tokens have been collected. We're going to use a turbo. Up to 3rd. Definitely more on the arcadey than the simulator side of the play control on here. I would say Outrun and, what am I thinking of? Cruising USA. The best 2 games I would say that would be similar to this. You know, unlike a Gran Turismo where you've got the physics and everything, I'm not feeling like I'm going to, you know, slide out and spin out and whatnot at any point in time. If you do, you know, go off track or off course, you do get punished with the different obstacles that are there. Let's see. I love Dreamcast. Still have my release model. It's awesome. You guys have one question. What Sega Dreamcast games do you recommend? Oh, there you go, Edgar. Thank you. I'm only half G on my dad's side. Celebrate Christmas because of my mom's side. That's awesome. So I have to ask, and this is not meant in a degrading way whatsoever. So Ginger, one of the guys that used to work for her in her kitchen, was Jewish. So instead of an elf on a shelf, they do the mensch on the bench. Do you do anything like that? So that was Big Orange. Let's check out Night of Angels. Almost looks like a like a Stingray. Handling 3.6. This is still the best handling car. And that's a lot of times I'll go for cars that are better handling over top speed. Still got to get... I got to figure out the secret to those starts. Oh, the neon lights on the side are pretty cool. See, this is one of the reasons... Just, this reminds me a lot of... so, love going to Disney World. Love Hollywood Studios. This almost reminds me of Rock and Roller Coaster. I just wish that they had things like the sign for the 5 or the 405. You know, the Hollywood sign in the background is really, really neat. And I think this is a good game to represent. You don't need the highest resolution graphics to make a fun game. The palm trees are awesome looking on the side, too. All right, there's 4th place. A couple more laps to go. Oh, that dude turned into me, you jerk face. Now, you can play local multiplayer. Does not appear to have any online multiplayer, which I think that would make this like a must-own if they had online multiplayer. All right, up to 1st. And you know what Ricky Bobby says? If you ain't first, you're last. I hate that movie. Such a terrible movie. This is a super fun game. I am digging it. Castlemania Games. How you doing, Ryan? See, we allow all people in here. We even allow Castlemania Games in here. When I'm on Xbox with friend and we do a 4-way battle, whoever loses say, you're the Fortnite last line. Huh? Now, Edgar, something you may want to consider too with all your Genesis stuff, keep an eye on Castlemania Games. He's got a new he's got new cables coming in from HD Retrovision, so you can hook up your Sega systems and have them look great. New cup unlocked, Chili. You've unlocked a new game mode, the Amateur Tournament. Access it through the main menu. A few Dreamcast games Krillin would recommend is Street Fighter Third Strike, Skies of Arcadia. Skies of Arcadia is really good. House of the Dead 2, Legacy of Kane's Soul, Resident Evil 2, Dead or Alive 2, MVC 2, Marvel vs. Capcom 2, Jetgun Radio, yep, and Power Stone. Visual style of this game, music is really awesome, very hypnotic. It is. Reminds me of Top Gear meets Cruising USA. Absolutely, I think that's the best way to put it, Krillin. So then, am I done in California? Nope, I've got one more. It almost reminds me in some ways too, not to the complete style, but of Tron a little bit. There, lift to get on the inside there. Inside, outside, pass them where they ain't. Oh, dude. So in the RC world, we have a term for people like that. We call them hacks. And that dude just totally hacked me. And now it's back to daylight. Yeah, a lot of ways the animation definitely reminds me of like a Cruising USA. I missed that turbo again, but I haven't used any yet, so... Alright, there, got those on the outside lane. Whoa, just about clipped the rear end on one of those signs. 2 laps remaining. Excuse you, gotta go, see you when I see you. Dang it, just a little bit too wide in that corner to get that turbo. But I did get all the coins, so I'm good there, or the tokens, I mean. There's the front duo right there. Tried to throw the block there, at least the leader did, and was able to go to the outside. Air finally got that turbo. He's gone turbo. Name the movie, anyone. I'll take that. Anyone played Soul Calibur 6? There are a bunch of great games for the Dreamcast. Ask for some game suggestions. 6 is really good. Okay. Dino Crisis, Soul Calibur, Little Bleed, and Grandia 2. So, by the way, confirm, Sony is not going to release a PlayStation 5. Information from Ken Butler, former president of Sony Online Interactive. They're going to go straight for the PlayStation 5 Classic Edition. You read it here first, heard it here first. Get on the hype train. Had to. Hey, Marcus, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. I'm glad to see you here, all the way from Brazil. We have finished California. California. Let's see, so we 69% completed that. Alright, so we're going to go back from here, and now we can go to California. I want to check out the tournament mode now. So that's what the World Tour, at least the beginning of that, looks like. We're going to go to Amateur. So let's see this one. 136, 5.7 seconds to... So it's slower acceleration, handling, 4.7. Still not as good of a handling car. Very fuel efficient. And good nitro. Those are the different paint schemes available for it. I'm sticking with the Viper. Yeah, I got on the gas too hard. They're still trying, have a hard time figuring out the start. Oh, there was tokens there I should have grabbed. Bing bong bing. Wow. Your rear bumper is not my brakes, dude. Sorry about that. Alright, picked up some fuel there. 2 laps remaining! So one of the fun things I got to do this year when I was at the Portland Retro Gaming Expo was Eon Gaming was doing a Mario Kart tournament, and they had me announce the finals. And to see Justin from Eon kind of react when I went into my my RC announcer speak, just to see his jaw drop was really fun. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and gifted animals, we are ready for the main event. All right, we're running second. Still have not used any turbos. Ooh, got rear-ended there. All right, picked up all the tokens. Awesome. Let's see here. Emulator and cell phone. Yeah, no problem. I love to suggest games, fellow gamers. Yeah, that's the greatest thing. That's one of the reasons, like some of my favorite games, watching Riggs, watching Metal Jesus, YY World 2 I bought because of Riggs. Now, some guy named Ryan sent me a copy of Demon Sword, and it's terrible. It's one of the worst games I've ever played. Don't you post about announcing it? I think I saw a post. I had some footage of it up in my, not my walkthrough, but see, I didn't actually film anything from doing the announcing. I just mentioned it in my floor coverage video that I did. I think the Eon guys actually filmed some of it, but I haven't seen any of their footage. By the way, we will have an Eon Gaming Mark II GCHD adapter in the near future for review here on the channel. If you haven't seen those, make sure you check out our announcement video that we did. And, oh, that dude was completely just... Yeah, see the Qbert-style language that popped up there. We will have a full-blown review of the Mark II of the Eon Gaming GCHD. I'm looking forward to that. We'll check the chat after this round. So what do you guys think? I am really digging this. I thought initially that 20 bucks was a little bit much to pay for something like this, and I just brought that up during this week's Switch It Up. With as much content as in here, I'm digging it. I don't think 20 bucks is too much now, having played it. But this is where having video and footage and demos, I think, really helps sell software. There are a lot of games for the PS3, back when they had really good demos of games, that I bought because of the demo, and I really wish that we'd get back to that. Oh, crud. Go, go, go. Get, get, get. All right, there's my last turbo. There we go. Another victory. We will take that. Let's see here. What happened with Demon Sword? It's terrible. Demon Sword is terrible, Ryan. Let's see. Rox, do you like emulators? I'm not a big emulator fan, Marcus. I don't even really care for EverDrives for the most part. I like playing the actual games. I want one of the Model 2 HDMI GC adapters, but I have to wait till I save up for it. I can understand that. I think it'll be neat, too, the fact that they have the new version. The Mark II really seems to combine what a lot of people wanted from the first one and what some of the other adapters out on the market were doing. So it gives you the access to the analog port. It gives you a headphone jack on it, too, which is pretty cool. Already up to 9th. Oh, dang! You are stopped now. Funny, the Old West has more of an Egyptian-sounding music to me. How many laps in this? 6. On the outside, got him. They went 3 wide, nowhere to go. All right, up to 5th. Oh, I just about clipped that again. 2 more laps to go, up to 4th. I do, you know, I like the polygons that they've used for the exhaust and everything, or the dust, as you're going around corners. It's pretty neat. I have 2 turbos left. Boost cats, boost cats, boost cats, boost cats, boost cats. All right. Gotta try to catch the leader here. Oh. Got him. Now just don't make any stupid mistakes. Wait, it's me driving. Of course stupid mistakes are going to happen. Let's see. Chit Chat. Hi, buddy. We gave you credit earlier on. Make sure you guys check out Chit Chat Gaming. If it weren't for him, we would not be having the stream right now. So he is definitely a huge person to thank. Paid $25 they had online to go with the rest of the... You know, online I think would really make this awesome. Favorite new console is Nintendo Switch. Yep, very good. RPG, or let's see. I'm a little bit only for rare games or games. Yep, I agree with that. Got a great RPG on Black Friday is Shining Resonance Refrain. It's great. Wanted it on PS4, but I had to get a Switch. Okay. So far, so good. Dude, Mike, you were spot on. This game is awesome. I just wish that it had online. You know what I mean? California. Yeah, too much. I'm kind of disappointed no one has picked up on that reference. California. That's from The Wizard. One of the best bad movies of all time. You know what I wish, though? Okay, so if you press in the left stick, honks the horn, right? I wish that if you pressed in the right stick, it flashed the headlights, kind of like what Daytona Prototypes or SCCA race cars and things like that do. Alright, got all the tokens. Running 4th. Two laps to go. Up to 3rd. By the way, Mike, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but I've already beaten one of your record fast times on here, so smoke you very much. You have 2 turbos and a lap and a half left. Some of this music also almost reminds me of Donkey Kong Country. First time I've really kind of been able to pay attention to the sound of the engine, too. Actually, even the engine sounds really good. Retro Vaporware stereo. Someone else mentioned Vaporware in here earlier, and I guess I don't get the reference. I did. Yeah. So let's see here if I've got... it was one of the California tracks. I beat you by like 3 seconds. Now, that's a 56, because the 57 had taller fins on it, and the 55 did not have fins at all. It's all about learning to overtake. So that's the California tournament. There's the Chile tournament, Brazil, South Africa. So I guess you have to beat all of them to go on to the next. We can do that. Tournament upgrade installed. Good. We like that. So you can see more fuel, more top speed, and better handling. Ever played emulator in the cell phone? No. About the only real emulation that I've done is on the Wii, to be honest. And then on the NES and Super NES Classic using Hackchi. And actually also on my NVIDIA Shield TV. All right, up to 14th. I missed all of the tokens. 3-lap run. Part of me wants to double tap the throttle to see if I can do wheelies like in Cruisin'. Was that Cruisin' World that introduced that? Also good news, speaking of like Cruisin' USA, Cruisin' World, N64 titles, got an email the other day from Retro Fighters, and they have their colored variants on the Brawler 64 just about ready to ship from the factory. So those will be here sooner than later. I personally cannot wait for that to come out. And then we've got the Admiral coming from Hyperkin. That's the wireless N64 controller. And then, of course, the Platinum controller coming from Retrobit. So much good stuff coming controller-wise for the N64. Oh, I missed those tokens. And this is my last lap, too. Dang it. Well, at least got that one. Yeah, let's use a turbo going right into a corner, dummy. But we won. That's good. Let's see here. Trying to get the phone version run on Ouya. Don't think I know. I don't know. I don't have a Switch, but the fantastic ones, yes. Retrobit Genesis Saturn controllers are coming. They are. And the one thing I do have to apologize that I completely forgot when I was at PRGE was the fact that they had shown the Sega controllers with the analog sticks on them, and I forgot to even ask about them. I am a huge fan of the Dual Link Super NES controller. I use the Mega Man one all the time. One of the reasons, too, is the fact that it's got a 10-foot-long cord, and that's one of the things Retro Fighters did confirm in their email to their Kickstart supporters, which I was one of the first 10. And I know Ryan at Castmania Games was one of the early supporters as well, is that they will have 10-foot-long cables on them, and the tips of the plugs will match the color on the controllers, too. Ooh, missed those tokens there. Up to 6th. Dang it, had to use both of those turbos rather early. I got one back, so we're good there. We're going to finish this tournament. I think that's going to be it for this stream for this morning. We've got to actually get some actual other work done around the house. Put up our Christmas trees and outdoor lighting and everything, and get that rocking and rolling. So probably about another 5-10 more minutes on the stream here. All right, there's the leader. We are up front. So yeah, I know, who was? I think John early on had brought up the fact that Smash is coming out this Friday. Who's got it reserved? Who's looking forward to it? Who's looking forward to the PlayStation Classic coming out tomorrow? In addition, the Hyperkin Classic Pack comes out tomorrow too. I'm sorry, the Hyperkin Xbox Classic Pack, which is basically a skin for your Xbox One X, along with a Duke controller. I grabbed the Mega Man SNES one, the Street Fighter ones. Yep. Did everyone watch the new AVG Amiga? I did. Chit Chat and Gary, remember the Super Nintendo Donkey Kong? That was fun. Yeah, that was Donkey Kong Country, Jaden. Like how you can have cars look a little different than PS4 version 2. Yep, find it more useful to feather the gas than use the brake. Absolutely. If you're using the brake, you are completely running the wrong line. Just let off the gas, and that'll be the best for you. Yeah, we're going to my daughter's dance recital here, but yeah, you're liking the game. Have I tried to get the Hypercan one, but sold out on Amazon? Oh, Dragon Quest, I don't, but not being a fan of RPGs, it's not a game I've really kept an eye on. Ooh, that corner came up suddenly. I'm already back to 19th. That's no bueno. Missed those gas cans there. It's the Easter Island dudes. Dum Dum want gum gum. This is a rather narrow racing surface. Whoa, that dude just used a turbo. Oof. All right, up to 5th. There's 4th and 3rd right in front of me. This one's actually pretty intense. Probably the most challenging track so far. And part of it just because it is so narrow. There's the leader right there. We are on the final lap. Oh, punch you very much. Got one more turbo left. Oh, and by the way, the He's Gone Turbo reference, that is, of course, a reference to Wreck-It Ralph. If you haven't seen the second movie, Ralph Wrecks the Internet, it's actually really, really good. A little bit of virtue signaling in it, I thought, but, I mean, it's Disney, so of course it's going to have that. Yes. Telltale Batman games. I haven't played them a whole lot, John. I've played one of the Arkham games. It was pretty good. Dude! Ryan, thank you so much. Yeah, if you missed out on Starlink for, I think Target had it for $35 on Black Friday. It's $39. Thanks to the link there that Ryan had put up there. Checking to see if we have any other missing chats. Hey, you want to say hi to Jaden? He's in the chat.
Hi, Jaden.
I love you more, Ryan. So this is going to be our last race here. Like I mentioned, we're going to finish up this tournament and then call it a stream. Yep, Wreck-It Ralph 2 was really good, Edgar. Oh, Ryan, I'm going to have Gabbo email you later today, too. We were talking last night. He needs to pick up some of the HD Retrovision cables for the Saturn, and I told him you had them coming in. So I'm going to have him pre-order them through you and everything, because they'll be, I think, according to the post, next week sometime you'll have them. So. so as we're getting ready to start, like I mentioned, this is our last race for the stream for now. Woo! If you like Outrun, if you like Cruis'n USA, I think you will definitely appreciate this game here. $20 on the Switch, also available on the Xbox and on the PlayStation 4. Soundtrack is awesome. Play controller is really good. Graphically, I dig it a lot. It's fun and competitive without being too easy or too hard. Although the amateur, I think, could use a little bit more of a challenge to it, but it's the amateur mode, so of course it's going to be easier than the other ones. Don't forget to, if you haven't done so already, I'd appreciate if you guys can like and share the stream too. We will have, I've actually been not only streaming this through my Elgato, but capturing via my EasyCap 284, so we will have more footage of this coming out in the really near future. So we'll check and see what happens here. As I have a stinky Beeble up here that's trying to get at something that he probably shouldn't be getting at. Let's see. Final things here. That was great. Gonna go watch Twitch. I can't wait for Christmas. All right, J-Dog, we'll see you soon. I think we'll see Ralph Breaks the Internet in the theater tomorrow for like $5. That I would highly recommend it. I will let Gabbo know and have him get in touch with you, Ryan. No pre-order, but I'll hold some aside just in case. Sounds good. It's also on mobile phones. Yes. So thank you, Krillin. Krillin, if you want one last time, go ahead. Post your GoFundMe here in the chat. He needs some help. If we as a community can help him out, that would be greatly appreciated. Krillin, go ahead and post that up there real quick. Let's check what happens here now that we have won that tournament. See if we get new cars or anything. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, follow on Twitter, like the Facebook page. I'm not on Instagram. I can't get my Instagram going for some reason. Have to go now. I have to continue fixing my Sega Saturn. Good deal. Good luck, Edgar. I should get HC for Saturn at some point and have modded Saturn for region-free play. I would honestly, who is it? I think Ryan carries the pound cables for the Dreamcast. I don't know that I've seen them for the Saturn. Alrighty, guys. One last time, too. Again, thanks everyone for coming and hanging out. I greatly appreciate it. I think someone needs some gluten-free pancakes this morning. Yes. Okay, so we're gonna go get some gluten-free pancakes and go do some Christmas shopping and whatnot. Seriously, thanks everyone for checking us out during the live stream here. We're gonna do some more. This was super fun. I think you would actually enjoy this too. Very arcadey style. Not annoyingly challenging, but challenging enough I think you would enjoy it. All right, guys, so I am Gary. This has been Rocksolid Productions. Thanks to the folks from Horizon Chase Turbo for sending us the code to do some demos on this. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you check them out, too. Make sure you check out Ryan at CastlemaniaGames.com. You know, this guy right there. CastlemaniaGames.com, free standard shipping and handling on orders over $20. You use promo code ROX10 and you save 10% on most items on the website. Thanks again. We are checked out. Gone.